Now then, which way?
We decide based on our experience, trust to our instincts.
Very well. I shall lend you my aid. You do seem to be in need of it.
Slimes! Most unpleasant!
Ice will be most effective against this foe.
The arisen has been drenched!
Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next.
All's lost! Good morrow, everyone.
Off we go, then.
I hope you slept well.
You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
mug of ale.
A moment of indecision may spell our doom.
Perhaps. This brute has quite a temper.
Correct. Moments makes for easy prey.
Don't quarrel here.
Look out, Arisen! We're under attack!
What's to be done about this?
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it? Witness my ire. It pains me to give in. Yet what choice have we?
To dust the shelves.
Still waiting on that report.
What should I get up to today? Having plenty of these to hand will make for easier battles.
What say we pelt one at the next foe we encounter?
Let's take it easy today. My knees are acting up.
Haste makes waste, as they say.
Good day to you. Now here's a welcome.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall tell of a serpent with powers most fell. Our hero ventured into a shrine long enclosed, whereupon he found serpent and soldiers in battle opposed. Though to the soldiers' aid he would fain have leapt, unease overtook him, so behind a pillar he crept. And not a moment too soon, for there came a flash of light, ere the room filled with screams, soldiers wailing at their plight. Then the shrine grew deathly still, and our hero was all alone. For every last soldier had been transformed into stone. Wary of his foe, and with presence of mind, the man crept up to the pillar upon which 'twas entwined. Seeing his moment, he unsheathed his blade, and brought the pillar low in a thundering cascade. The gloating serpent was caught by surprise, and with a pitiful hiss, 'neath the pillar it writhed. Till mustering swiftly the last of its might, to the depths of the shrine did the monster take flight. Thus, with a wit as sharp as his sword was honed, did our hero put an end to the threat imposed. And who was our hero? Why, needless to say, 'twas the father of House Berkeley, which lives on to this day. Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall tell of a serpent with powers most fell. Our hero ventured into a shrine long enclosed, whereupon he found serpent and soldiers in battle opposed. Though to the soldiers' aid he would fain have leapt, unease overtook him, so behind a pillar he crept. And not a moment too soon, for there came a flash of light, ere the room filled with screams and soldiers waving their fight.
I'll slit your bleeding throat.
Come rain or shine, I'll make the best of it.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, your Majesty. Yes, a minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain on scene, 'tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from prying eyes. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. But I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn. Pray, use that time to infiltrate and uncover.
There is only one.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. A place with books likely to entice Magistrate Waldo, you say? Naught springs to mind. Kendrick of the Gracious Hand is versed in many things. Perchance he knows of such a place?
Understood. I shall proceed ahead.
You're worrying. You aren't living, I say.
The townspeople depend on me.
Become more anxious.
Haven't got it.
Suppose I ought to earn my pay.
Of course. No one would bother with a wretch like me.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
It's just another day. Same as the one before.
Dead on my feet.
Alms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate some salvation. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortune smile upon you.
I know so little of this world and of myself. The pursuit of betterment is an endless journey. Is there aught I can assist you with? I spend my days in quiet reflect. I know so little of this world and of myself. I'm done for, aren't I? Can't stand much more of this.
Was I lacking in devotion?
It's been a hard day.
Adventuring's a grand way to wind up a cadaver.
Suppose that's enough for one day.
I don't know what to do.
Me for last night's scuffle.
Terrible itch. I hope 'tisn't fleas.
It's a thankless job, this.
That I could spend all day not realising.
As I recall, the location of another of our tasks is not far from here.
We'll make our way there in time. As to whether it will be sooner or later, that is for the Arisen to decide.
I'd rather just stay out of everybody's way. I wonder if anyone will know.
What should I do?
It's just another day.
The heavens have forsaken us. All is lost.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Places such as this ought to be protected.
I've heard some interesting tidings about town.
If you refer to changes in the military's makeup, I've heard the same.
'Twould seem the Queen Regent has made significant alterations to the chain of command.
Onward to Vernworth Castle. Let us make for the palace, that you might investigate Minister Allard's chambers. I'm afraid I cannot escort you beyond the castle entrance, Master. We will have to part ways till you emerge.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
All this patrolling doesn't
No one's coming to my rescue, as I well know.
such a way.
Pawns may not enter the castle grounds, Master. We shall have to part ways at the gates. Could you come over here? Good. We're here.
Have no fear, Master.
You are the Arisen, yes? The captain gave me your description. Follow me!
Silence cultivates wisdom.
Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
To tie my boots. Have you heard the news? The new recruits are to be sent out to Melv. Melv, I say! I'm not sure who gave the orders, but I'd like to know what they were thinking. It's beyond my ken, I'll say that much.
As it should be. 'Tis no concern of ours. I'll hear no more of this tittle-tattle, thank you. I wish the Minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers with him everywhere. There are times when no one's standing watch there at all.
Aye, it happened just yesterday, in fact. Put me in a right state when I saw the door unguarded. Still, I suppose it's not much to worry about. Mayhap I really would have been better off a baker.
Can't wait for the new equipment to come in. Quiet a bit. There's no easy thing, making a living as a soldier.
Oh, no, you don't. You're not allowed in here.
I swear I've not blinked once in the last hour.
Those new recruits could barely lift their swords.
Suppose I ought to earn my pay. I swear I've not blinked once. I'm sure I can handle this.
No one's listening.
But not at the expense of my duty.
Fine place.
Presume to confound me, do you?
Time. This place is too cold.
This arm is far from comfortable.
I must be vigilant. The townspeople depend on me.
Only person I believe in is myself.
No time for sleep.
Some skills can only be honed on the battlefield.
I'd sooner stay out of battle, were it possible.
What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the Regent Kin to request a private audience.
Or perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might just be his mother's puppet, but at least he knows what's good for him.
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unwring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers. I will return presently.
Townspeople depend on me.
I'd sooner stay out of battle, were it possible.
If they only knew.
Wonder if anyone would notice if I mistrain him. Let them talk. I'm too old to care.
No compares to a real battle.
Dull days for us are a sign that all is well.
Better off without.
Dull days for us are a sign that all is well. My sword arm could use...
Allard, I must protest. We have much left to discuss.
Pray excuse me, Your Grace, but I'm afraid our discussion shall have to wait. There are countless pressing matters to which I must return.
I brought back and I know how to swap. Here seems so much more capable.
I only pray my watch finishes without incident.
Hail, friend! You've come at a good time. I was just hoping to speak with you. Have you heard aught of the masquerades being held in the palace of late? 'Tis said they are in celebration of the sovereign's valorous deeds. However, in truth, my mother is merely holding them to strengthen her ties with her closest, but therein lies our chance. For I suspect one among them might prove an ally to our cause, a man by the name of Patrick. Might I ask you to infiltrate one of these masquerades and give him this letter? I imagine that's the most proof. You have my thanks. I would handle this matter myself, but I am afraid I cannot attend the masquerades. I will speak with a sentinel I trust, and bid that he ease his patrol on the evening in question. Pray, make use of this opportunity to... Patrick will be wearing a mask without a mane, and a blue cape, I believe. Hopefully this information will be enough for you to seek him out. Come to think of it, there has been tell of some important figure from a neighboring country being invited as well. I've not been told much, but any guest of my mother's is bound to be the mark of much attention. Mayhap 'twould be best to stay away from this figure, lest you attract unwanted notice. You should be going now, friend. You're not meant to be here in the first place.
Just about anywhere. Would that all my days were so. That's right. Just about anywhere. I only pray my watch finishes without incident.
Surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the Sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the presence.
I could forget all my troubles anymore.
Well, well. Yours isn't a face I'm accustomed to seeing around the palace. How did you get in here?
Oi! Who goes there? Who's there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, 'tis you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, my lady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, my lady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered. I don't appreciate having my motives questioned. I did as I saw fit. Still, you are welcome to come calling, should the fancy take you, and should you have the gold for it. Off you go now. If you wish to speak further, 'twill have to wait. This is neither the time nor the place for it. Off you go now.
I've more time than I know how to spend. Mayhap I really would have been better off with Baker.
Don't look to me to solve this.
Would that I could hold.
This is quite the dilemma.
Here's hoping there'll be no trouble today. Oh, I got to keep moving. Lest I fall.
It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign.
The sculptor's home is located in back, but
Sometimes this is the only place I can find peace.
Where do you know? So tired.
Precious little time.
got to sell what I can while I'm in town.
sure what to do with myself today.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal, a land with which Vermin has no official dealings at present. Let me see. It reads, "True to our word, we offer you the power of the Godsway. Pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our plans are set in motion." A meager clue, to be certain. Though, 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with Batal. This does not bode well at all. Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood has been spilt between Vermund and its neighbor in the past. I fear such a partnership would only portend the drawing of more. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. Chief among them, what is meant by securing Melv and this Godsway? I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, should you have time to spare, might you make for Melv? Only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot can we begin to... And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this.
Queen Regent Disa appears to be working in concert with this Phasers fellow. But what precisely is their aim?
As a reward for Your Majesty's effort, you will, of course, require raiment befitting of the occasion. I would ask that Your Majesty return once you've procured such attire. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. A place with books likely to entice Magistrate Waldo, you say? Naught springs to mind. Kendrick of the Gracious Hand is versed in many things. Perchance he knows of such a place? Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to...
Getting proper rest is an important... When I return from afar and see you anew, I get the sense that your strength lies far deeper than broad.
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Off we go, then.
I hope you slept well.
My pack's grown rather heavy.
Let's see. What can we do without?
When does my watch
So tired. I've barely the vim to tie my boots.
Dead all night, swept off my feet.
My sword arm could use some. Can't expect to fare so well every day.
I don't know what to do.
Was I lacking in...
Very useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
I'd say we collect as much as we can carry.
Heavens have forsaken us. All is
Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortune smile upon... Ah, hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. But you see, one of the children we care for here at the gracious hand, Malcolm his name is. He's a steady lad. I can't imagine he would have run away. This building's very old. It could be that he's found himself in some strange corner of it. Might I impose on you to search for...
It would seem we've a need to scrounge up information. 'Tis tedious work, but I suppose we'd best get to it.
'Tis as you say.
What teachings myself?
Is it true you're the Arisen? That's what I've heard, anyhow. Only, I seem to recall someone else boasting of being the Arisen over in the tavern about 6 months ago. Just be sure you play your part well, whatever the truth. The Arisen takes the crown here in Vermund, after all. The fellow Drake or two, and I reckon you'll earn the people's faith. Good luck to you.
Where could Malcolm have gotten off to? Perhaps you could try asking the other children. I haven't been able to get much out of them myself.
Malcolm. All he's doing of late is picking through rubble. Don't know why he bothered.
Was I lacking in devotion?
This place offers a view of the sea.
Say, weren't we tasked with another errand that sent us somewhere near here?
We might kill 2 birds with 1 stone, or focus on our current objective. Both choices have merit.
I'd sooner not associate.
End up feeling weary even after a day of rest. Where's my dad? Not my kind of place, this. Always got to be in the thick of things, mate. Taken a wrong turn.
Places such as this ought to be.
Say, I've noticed you walking around questioning people. Looking, if I were you, I'd pay a visit to the jail next, if you haven't already. The place is full of unsavory characters, as one might expect, who've seen things ordinary citizens aren't privy to. I should know. I was among their company till just...
I'm quite sure I wasn't dreaming, but ox carts don't run so late at night. Was it a phantom then? I shudder to think.
The heavens have forsaken us. All is lost.
today's night. I only had to sleep.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
What to do? I've no mother or father to speak of, you see. So I wanted to get them a present to say thank you. And I thought a bunch of flowers would be just the thing. The problem is, I can't seem to find any good ones. Do you think you could help me? All I need is a bunch of pretty flowers. For true. I'm sure you'll find the prettiest Hoy, Arisen! Have you brought me a bunch of flowers already? Oh, just look at them. They're the most beautiful flowers. These should brighten the day. Would you mind terribly if I asked you another favor? See, one of my friends taught me a magic spell. It's supposed to let you meet whomever you like. All you have to do is find a silver stone, put it under your pillow. But there's the problem. I've been looking all over for Would you find a silver stone and bring it to me, Arisen? For true. I knew I could. I'll be waiting.
Our next mission is to acquire a silver stone.
Oh, I can't find a silver stone anywhere. Have you heard any better? They're hard to find, aren't they? Well, if you happen across one, I'll be here.
I'm surrounded by whingers on all sides.
I've got the sharpest ears in town.
I'll feel a sight better once I've had my dinner.
Oh, I can't find a silver stone anywhere. Oh, just look. Say, aren't you curious? Well, I'll tell you. My mother and father, I don't even know what they look like, you know. Not to say I'm unhappy at the gracious hand, of course. I want to tell them how grateful I am. Oh, it's so shiny. Oh, hi, Arisen. You'll help me again if I need...
Miss Daphne seemed pleased with our efforts. Mayhap we ought to pay her another visit sometime soon.
It is no great shock to me.
Is there aught I can assist you with?
I fear I've much to attend to.
I spend my days in quiet... Might I beg but a moment? I spend my days in quiet reflection.
Is Malcolm all right? We were supposed to go exploring together. But I overslept. Wish he'd woken me up. I was really looking forward to going down into those vaults. Oh no, I wasn't meant to tell anyone that.
Don't we have a report to make, Master?
Vaults, you say? By my knowledge, they were sealed off. Ah, but you mentioned rubble, aye? Then perhaps the lad found a way through. Come, I fear there's not a moment to lose. Pray, follow me, and quickly.
This looks as good a place as any.
True faith must come from the spirit.
I believe this is the place to which the children were referring. Look, there, a hole. Could he have passed through here? There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. The passage ahead looks small, but we may be able to squeeze through. Let us make haste.
'Tis a strange sort that ventures willingly into darkness.
We cannot break it from this side.
So it goes.
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen. Now I can breathe freely at last.
Sir Kendrick, you'll never believe what I've found. It's just books, sir. Books, books, and more books. It's like some sort of secret workshop.
Truly? Perhaps we ought to take a look.
We ought not lose sight of our guide.
'Tis as you say.
Over here.
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing?
'Tis quite a find indeed. Is this some manner of art? Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. This collection must be worth a... Might I ask that you not share the existence of this place? We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here to be misused or mistreated. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can appreciate its... As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else.
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you may come and go as you please. Let's investigate this place's secrets together.
It's quite the collection of tomes. I'm sure I'd be...
The books ne'er seem to end. The book books ne'er seem to end. Who could have brought them here, I wonder?
Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boats.
I dare say that's part and parcel of the adventurer's trade.
This place is amazing. On you...
The books ne'er seem to... The books ne'er seem to end. To be fed.
The same foe? Again?
These really are hidden in the most unlikely places, aren't they?
At least all our efforts weren't for naught. Huh. I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this.
How are we to get through this door?
Don't let them win!
Surely, but a moment's rest.
Causes conflict to break the world. My prayers will surely be fulfilled. Wickedness has no hold upon a what teachings myself people's woes.
I'll not be trifled with! How'd I wind up here, anyhow?
Must we beg for guidance? Can't we make our own?
This looks as good a place as any.
Is this a challenge, Arisen? To see who can keep pace?
No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up.
Oh, good to see everyone in such fine spirits.
last is
Do you know how long you'll be? I only ask so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
I suppose all we can do is wait.
I'd rather not draw steel if I...
Well, have you found some place I might sate my scholar? Oh, to think so. Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this pit, I ought to be able to find the rest of the way on my own.
Greetings, Master. Is this where you've been all this while?
Our party is reunited. Surely we can ask for no more than that.
Aye, this should be far enough. My thanks. If you truly are arisen, then I swear words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Pray visit me if you've the time, or mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld could be of some use to you.
Errands are wearisome work indeed.
Perhaps once we've concluded this bit of business, we might allow ourselves a moment's rest.
I suppose 'tis so.
Got time to be heading home.
Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
I'm sure there's a very good reason for this detour. We must respect our master's wishes.
Everyone's busy with their own affairs.
We have reached our destination.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. As a true arisen, it seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall doubtless be a great... Mayhap 'twould be prudent to visit the man on occasion, and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this. Consider it...
I'll go on an adventure of my own.
I find that it's much to do.
What to make of this?
This looks as good a place as any.
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Barely slept a wink.
My legs are stiff as boards after training.
It is our duty to see this peace. Check those new recruits.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
It is not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Can't afford to retire at my age.
I've not trained for this.
I cannot permit you to enter the masquerade hall in your current raiment. 'Tis ill-suited to the occasion.
I am all of a dither.
Why
Must needs be townsman.
You have the strength to prevail.